everyone. I'm Dr. Nadia Azar with Drum Talk TV here at the NAMM Show 2019. I'm here with Jessica Parry of the band Dianthus. She's the drummer for the band. How are you, Jessica?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about drumming-related injuries, the kind of injuries that develop over time from playing, basically like an overuse or repetitive strain injury. Have you ever had that kind of injury?
I've had some stuff kind of tugging at me too every time I practice. Like, I'm the type to practice like straight. I don't like to take breaks, which is bad. Don't do that. But, you have to give yourself I call it the 45-15-45, practice for 45, take a break. But I do kind of feel muscle strain sometimes, but nothing too crazy. Maybe when I'm older though. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do, aside from taking breaks, is there anything else you do to try to get rid of the pain or sort of work things out a little bit so you can keep playing?
Yes, number one would be technique. There's this thing called the molar method. That's when you raise your wrist and you don't hit sideways because it's really bad for your wrist. So always think about technique and make sure you're hitting the drum with a rebound. So it takes away the strain.
Okay, good to know. So in terms of these injuries, have you ever had one that was so bad that it actually started affecting your playing or made you concerned that you weren't going to be able to play as much or you had to back it off a bit?
Yeah. There was one. It was like a Bible cyst, like you have to slap a Bible on it to make it go away, but I don't know. I went to the doctor about it, but I had to take a break. So you have to rest up when you have to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important. I mean, if you ignore an injury, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So that's really good. So let me switch gears a little bit and just ask you a question about, so some of the research I do with drummers is on their athleticism and the energy that it takes to play. So do you consider drummers to be athletes?
I would say yes. I would say 80% we are athletes because it's a very physical instrument and you're using all of your limbs. And also another important aspect is your breathing. So when you're playing, I sing as well. So you have to make sure you're breathing and always relaxing because if you get all tense, then it's kind of like a sport, like you have to let the endorphins flow. So you have to drink water. So yeah, it's definitely athletic.
Fantastic, yeah. So do you do anything outside of drumming and practicing your drumming technique? Do you do anything to prepare yourself physically to be able to handle playing through long shows or recording sessions or anything?
Yeah, definitely warm-ups. Like sometimes I might skip a warm-up and I feel it, vocally and drumming-wise. But I always stretch and then it's good to get your heart pumping before. You don't want to go cold turkey on this stage. So make sure you do some jumping jacks or stretch your hands, it really helps.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me and for sharing this with us today, Jessica. Thanks to everyone for watching me, Dr. Nadia Azar, and Jessica Parry from Dianthus. And stay tuned again, we've got lots more interviews coming up from me and the rest of